Welcome to the modding video for Penumbra 2 Black Plague. Get my folders open here. It's got my install folder here on the left and my notes of what we'll go over here on the right. I've hidden files in this folder that are unrelated to what we're going to discuss to not be a distraction to me or you throughout the course of this video. That's why some things are not here that will be there for you. I also have a little shortcut folder here of quick reference things that I can show you relating to modding this game. So in this video we'll be setting up mods for Penumbra 2 Black Plague. We'll also be covering the expansion / DLC content called Requiem that comes with Black Plague. Any links that are covered in this video will be in the description below. So the first mod we'll cover here is Graphics Textures, an upscaled textures pack. Please install this mod first before the others below. Upscales all the textures except menu and inventory items, from what I understand. There is a README with the mod that you should look at. Just put the folders into the following folder and overwrite when prompted. Backing up your original files is always recommended. Through Steam, you can also verify integrity of game files. This will re-download and replace any modded files with the originals. Just right-click the game in your Steam program, go to Properties, and on the left you'll see something that says Verify Integrity of Game Files. So these are the two folders of concern for the textures. The first one here is the one we are already in, and then Requiem's data is also in Black Plague's folder, which is expansion 01, and it just has some of the same folders that you'll see that are listed in here. Of course, I've also hidden folders in here that are unrelated. So those are the two folders you'll place, whichever pack you download. So the Black Plague mod is 2.5 gigs, and the link to the mod is in the video description of this video, which will be this link here. Same thing applies to Requiem, but its mod is only 1.15 gigabytes, a little smaller. And that will cover giving you some better textures in the game. The next mod here is darker notes. Notes tend to be super bright in this game. This mod will darken them a little, making them easier to read. Just put all the files into the following folder and overwrite when prompted. This mod includes originals in case you want to go back to the default. And then here's the directory path, which is cut off a little bit here just because of the orientation of here, but it's the same. So you'll go, I was going to mention here, I didn't show you the files in the texture pack because I just didn't download all this again, and I've already installed them, so they're already in my folder structure. But these other ones I will show you because they're smaller. So here's the zip file you get for the dark notes mod. Open that up and you'll have this, something similar to it anyway. I think I may have restructured this a little better. But the files will be in this folder here. And you'll need to go to, you'll need to go to Graphics, and then you look for the folder Notebook, and then you'll replace all of these files. You'll have more in there. Should have about 11 files, and you're going to replace with 6. And I'll show you here. That's what the Notebook looks like in the game. So it's essentially this here. This is my backup of the original background that the text appears on, and then the mod darkens that texture. So it doesn't really affect the text. I mean, it does because the text is darker, but it doesn't make you have to look at this really bright texture. So back up these files. Just go ahead and back them all up, I would say. Make a new folder, call it backup, put those all in here, or copy those all in here, drag the mod files in, and replace. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do that for Requiem because it references the files from Black Plague. And there's no folder in graphics for Black Plague for the notebook. So you can't do it anyway. You don't need to. Okay. This mod is only, let's see if it actually is. Yep, 4.08 kilobytes. And the link to this mod will be in the video description of this video as well. I've made a post, I'll mention it too, I've made a post in my community tab on my channel about these tiny URLs. Don't be alarmed by them. They're not going to take you to any kind of, you know, creepy dark web place on the internet or give you a virus or nothing. The tiny URL is just a means of making any link short. So that's why I'm using them, just to make them shorter and use less text. So don't freak out about them. And these mods, by the way, are all coming from ModDB website. That's where these are all going to take you to. They're not going to take you to tinyurl.com. They're going to take you to the mod on ModDB. The next mod here is an effect mod. And it's for a no dream haze or blur effect. This removes an annoying graphical filter in the game. I recommend using it. This will apply it to both Black Plague and Requiem. Just put all the mod files into the following folder and overwrite when prompted. Of course, back up first. You will need to do this for both Black Plague and Requiem. So I'll show you this here. It's called Remove Dream Filter. Open that up. Put that there. So you're going to need to go to your main folder for Black Plague, and then you want to go to Maps, Black Plague, Maps. You'll want to back up all of these files and then copy all of these files in here. They all start with level, and these are the ones that will take this effect away in these different levels of the game. It's just a blurring, distorting effect. Okay, and then the same thing here. If you want to apply this to Requiem, in your main folder for Black Plague, go to Expansion 01, Maps again, and then do the same thing here. You don't have to back them all up, but you need to back up 0, 0 through 11, because I mean this is almost 100 megs worth. So take these and make backups. Actually, no, it's not those. It's not the DAEs. It's the HPS files. All of these here. Only 450 kilobytes. Back those up and replace these, and then that will get rid of that dream haze blur effect for the levels in Requiem. And That mod is only 169 kilobytes, and then the link to this mod will be in the video description as well. Another tiny URL. Okay, and then the last mod is Penumbra. It's going to be titled that it's for Overture, but it works for both Black Plague and Requiem. It's for tinnitus. It's the ear ringing effect you get from being old, but also like if you get a concussion, or maybe you hear something really, really loud. It's kind of that ringing effect in your ear that you get. This is simulated in the game. So let's get down here. So this is a better ear ringing effect for tinnitus in the game. Frictional Games loves using this annoying effect in their games. This replaces the sound with a more subtle version. This will apply it to both Black Plague and Requiem, so you won't get tinnitus in real life from playing this game. The link goes directly to my Google Drive and is safe and virus-free. This file is called Penumbra _black_plague_tinnitus, which it isn't. Well, either way, it's there. The link will take you to it. Original and modded versions included, so you'll have both. Just put all the mod files into the following folder and overwrite when prompted. So you'll need to be in your main directory here, and you need to go to Sounds, and then it's under Player. Oops. And you'll be looking for this file. Player_ear. This one. The SNT, I think this is like a Mac only file, so if you're playing this on Mac, this won't necessarily work. My mod, you'll have to convert the OGG to the SNT, but for just normal players, Windows players, it's that file. So I'll give you a sample here. You can hear what it sounds like. This is the original. So volume level warning here on your headphones or whatever you're listening to this through. So here's the original. Lovely, right? Here's the modded. So both equally annoying, but the modded one is way less annoying. And it's better than not having anything, I guess. So that's the tweak. And I made this mod myself. That's why I'm linking it to Google Drive. And it's a 34 kilobyte file. Link is in the description. Be another tiny URL that goes to my Google Drive. Okay, anything else that I needed to cover? This has all been covered. This file here, supersecret.exe, Frictional Games does this with a lot of their games, most of their games. And usually they are password locked, and you have to come up with the password by doing or finding something within the game. And we will try to do that when we play through. It doesn't require anything to do with Requiem. It's what you do in Black Plague. But Overture has this as well in other Frictional games. So that's what that file is. So thank you for your interest in all the information I've compiled for Penumbra 2 Black Plague. I hope it will be useful to someone out there. Enjoy the playthrough as we'll get into the gameplay segment in the next video. See you there. Bye.